Hey peeps, Tyler here with a book review for In the Key of Us. Another library book, so sorry about the glare. By Mariama J. Lockington. I loved this book. It is a contemporary lesbian middle grade romance, like a camp. So I'll read the synopsis. 13-year-old Andy feels stranded after the loss of her mother, the artist who swept color onto Andy's black canvas. When she is accepted to a music camp, Andy finds herself struggling to play her trumpet like she used to before her whole world changed. Meanwhile, Zora, a returning camper, is exhausted trying to please her parents who are determined to make her a flute prodigy, even though she secretly has a dancer's heart. At Harmony Music Camp, Zora and Andy are the only two black girls in a sea of mostly white faces. In kayaks and creaky cabins, the two begin to connect, unraveling their loss, insecurities, and hopes for the future. And as they struggle to figure out who they really are, they may just come to realize who they really need, each other. From the author of the critically acclaimed novel For Black Girls Like Me comes a lyrical story about the rush of first love and the power of one life-changing summer. So, yeah, I loved this book. I loved the characters of Zora and Andy. Some of the other characters at some points pissed me off, but then, they would learn and figure their shit out, and I had so many emotions with this book. I think I yelled at it a few times. But, in the good way you do with those kind of books, is what I mean. And kind of feel like they might have been more immature than, 12, 13-year-olds actually are at times. But there was a lot to get out of this book. And maybe that's just me. And I also wanted to read the author's note. I'm a black, queer woman who grew up in mostly white spaces. As a young person, I often made myself small, kept hidden the parts of me that I was scared of or knew might scare others, and instead sought to be perfect in everything I did. I was terrified of disappointing those I loved. Like Zora, I sometimes turned to hitting or pinching myself when I felt out of control. And like Andy, I have experienced a lot of grief and still to this day live with chronic anxiety. While I wanted this book to focus on camp adventures, music, and Andy and Zora's romance, I also want to write a book that honors how complicated it can sometimes feel to grow up. One thing I wish I'd realized when I was young is that I wasn't alone in my feelings or struggles. I wish I'd been taught that asking for and seeking out support is not a weakness, but a strength. So, dear reader, if you are hurting yourself, if you are making yourself small to please others, or living with depression or anxiety, please know you are not alone. Please know that I love you and that the bravest thing I have ever done is reach out for help when all I wanted to do was hide. Reader, you are beautiful and talented and full of stories. And the world needs your voice in it. I hope you find joy, love, and adventure in this book and in your life, and I also hope that you'll ask for support if you need it. Here are a few resources that might be a start. Therapy for Black Girls, a national space developed by Dr. Joy Harden Bradford to present mental health topics that feel more accessible and relevant to Black women and girls. Website therapyforblackgirls.com. The Trevor Project, a national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer and questioning LGBTQ young people under 25. Website thetrevorproject.org. Phone text 1-866-488-7386 for self-injury, unaliving, or other crisis support. It's YouTube. I don't think I could say that word. The LGBT National Youth Talk Line via the LGBT National Help Center. Free and confidential peer support for the LGBTQ and questioning community ages 25 and younger. Website glbthotline.org/talkline.html. Phone 1-800-246-7743. Email help@lgbthotline.org. Stay safe and sing often. You are loved. Yeah, this is a really sweet, but also has a lot of hard topics in it. Middle grade. It all the emotions. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. That is it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.